explosions, followed by a rush to assist the injured and count the victims. It's become a familiar ritual, especially in Kabul, where the Afghan capital has seen its share of bombings this year. This time, the target was a Shiite Muslim cultural center and the neighboring Afghan Voice news agency.
I saw many dead in the area. I was looking for my cousin, but I couldn't find his body. I'm not sure what happened, but the number of dead is increasing.
The Interior Ministry says suicide attackers set off an explosion outside the center, then stormed it and set off more explosives in the basement. It was midday on Thursday, and a group had gathered to commemorate the anniversary of the 1979 Soviet invasion of Afghanistan.
When the explosion went off, we escaped from the room where we were working and went to the rooftop. We saw the smoke and flames coming from the basement.
No one has claimed responsibility. The Taliban immediately issued a statement denying involvement. An analyst tells Al Jazeera, given that this attack was in a Shiite neighborhood, this appears to be the work of ISIL. He says the armed group has been targeting the Shiite community this year, as well as media outlets.
The ISIS in Afghanistan, in order to make a mark, media has not been providing them enough amount of coverage that they have been seeking through their activities. So they have been targeting the media outlets here in capital Kabul as well as in the regional hubs in order to make sure that their voice is raised.
In May, a truck bomb killed more than 150 people in Kabul in what has been described as one of the worst attacks in recent memory. Afghans are trapped by violence from ISIL and the Taliban, and what critics say is the inability of security forces to protect them. Anger has led to protests and calls for resignations in the government. Analysts say what ISIL lacks in numbers, it makes up for in tactics.
It's not the strength, but the sophistication of their operation and the amount of exactness and preciseness in their operations that they usually target with little strength or little amount of input. They create a lot of wavelength in terms of achieving their strategic objectives.
The people at the cultural center were looking back and remembering a dark time, or Black Day as it's called in Afghanistan, when the Soviets invaded. For the families of the victims, Thursday's attack has become another Black Day. Natasha Ghanem, Al Jazeera.